The only one thing, or maybe two things that I would say that you should take with you from the life of being an exotic dancer is your hustle and your heart.
Every one of us has some underlying issues.
This is for my dad passing away. This is for cancer, my struggle.
I actually was diagnosed with melanoma. I have stage 2 skin cancer.
Does your son
Beyond the Pole, starring Angel Cake, Lily, LaBrie, Ling Ling, Lena, Miss Dime, and Miss Stormy Wellington, showcases some of Atlanta's most famous strippers. Although the series is about strippers, the message is more important. What's your life beyond the pole? And what better person than ex-stripper and now self-made millionaire, Coach Stormy Wellington, aka Pitbull in a Skirt, to guide the girls to financial freedom? Or does she? Let's find out on Beyond the Pole Review.
In or out, baby, it's your choice. Don't act like you don't want to hear what I got to say. I digress.
To Reviews with Whitney D. I am Whitney D. Let's get into it, shall we? Hey you guys, okay, so if you guys do not know, there's this show called Beyond the Pole, and it comes on UMC, which is the urban movie channel, and it's actually an app. Download it if you're not aware of it. This show, y'all, was off the chain, and I know you're probably thinking like it's some kind of, stripper show, whatever. Well, let me just give you my intake and review on it. At first I was kind of skeptical about it because I was like, oh my god, here goes another glamification of stripping, which, don't get me wrong, ladies and gentlemen who do it, that is your cup of tea. It's not mine, but I digress. It's on the urban movie channel, and I really was trying to find more platforms that showcase us, to be quite frank and honest with you, okay? Current and old strippers. I'm sorry if I'm not politically correct. Current and non-current strippers. That's beyond the pole. Like, what are they doing beyond, being strippers, or what have they done, past, stripping? Are they still currently stripping, or they're not, and what are they doing? It's Angel Cake, Lily, LaBrie, Ling Ling, Lena, Miss Dime, and then there is Miss Stormy Wellington. It gives you an intake on the stripper as if they're not human. A lot of strippers, female wise, are doing it for schooling, doing it because they're a mom and they need financial gains or financial means to compensate their lifestyle, or to compensate just trying to get through the day-to-day. Atlanta is the cusp, if you will, of stripping beyond New York. We touch on a lot of topics in regards to colorism. How is colorism even in that lifestyle? If you are here down south, the chocolate, the darker complected women are kind of more praised versus going to New York, and the light bright women are the ones that they glorify, they rally behind.
South, they mess with their dancers. Like the South, the strippers got it on lock. When you go to New York, it's colorism for sure, because the darker skinned dancers have to fight against the dancers that are y'all color. They're not going to be dark like me, and it's not as easy as people would like to think. Oh, just because everybody knows my name is Sweet Lily. No, I still have to hustle too when I go to places.
Things like that in New York. Specifically also about the bartender and the stripper dynamics or what have you. Angel Cake, first up, okay? Angel Cake was a mom. She actually really had me respect her more. She was on the show and she was trying to get a butt reduction, just telling people not to get them and not glorifying it at all. and she was on the show trying to get that done, and she had a son, you know, and she was saying that, you know, her son is not just so much just aware of what mommy is doing, but, you know, knows. And I think he's like 7 or 8 or what have you, you know. And upon doing some research, I don't think she's really doing anything on the show. She had a clothing line, so I don't know if that's popping. When I went to go do some investigation to see what is going on with them now, where are they now, I didn't really see anything in regards to her. Then there's Sweet Ling Ling. She was the Afrocentric, I say model, Afrocentric woman on the show. Very down to earth, very like motherly. She got into it, kind of bump heads with Stormy Wellington while on the show. Because I guess I would say that because they're both alpha females, and so they kind of bump heads. But aside just her whole positioning, her being there, she was real sweet. She had a sweet heart, but she was like tough, you know. And so it's because she was battling cancer, you know, and a cancer survivor. Well, on the reunion show, or not on the reunion show, I'm sorry, on the reunion show, she didn't show, so they were just giving an update about her. Come to find out, she got cancer back again. So I was searching again, and I didn't see any update in regards to that. But Sweet Lily, I say that you're in my prayers, and I hope that you're in remission pretty soon. You was like an older stripper, and you know, and she was just trying to get into becoming an entrepreneur and more like the financial aspect of it. And she kind of bumped heads with Miss Stormy Wellington in regards to that, because I think she couldn't articulate exactly what she was trying to say when they were getting introduced to Coach Stormy. She was trying to articulate what she was doing, and it wasn't coming off right, and so they bumped heads in regards to that. And side note, it was rather sad to see, because I was like, here we go, this is, you know, drama with us black women. But you know, and I just kind of felt I don't know how to say sorry, because Sweet Lily can stand on her own, but I just kind of felt like, you know, dang, you know, like I think she just didn't articulate that right, you know. But nonetheless, she is doing pretty good and decent for herself. I didn't really see any kind of business things that she has going on, so you know, but it's good to hear and see that she is doing okay thus far. Then there's LaBrie. LaBrie was a younger, more kind of in this kind of generation at a time stripper. She was going through a relationship on the show, and she ended up they end up breaking up or what have you, and you know, you can tell there's a bit of jealousy there with her, because she was pretty little short, little, you know, young thing on the show, and she was grabbed under the wing of Stormy Wellington. But unfortunately, by the reunion, it was brought out that their relationship had, you know, severed, and she severed her ties due to an experience that she had with Stormy and one of her sister take my hand or hold my hand conferences that she was having. LaBrie just stated that she felt like she shouldn't have to pay if you're trying to you know, coach me along and you're trying to put me up on your wing, you know. And it was stated that Stormy Wellington was saying like, my own sister pays, you know, so you know, it's an investment, if you will. And LaBrie wasn't for that, and she said some more things that happened, you know, causing their ties to be severed, you know.
So tell us how the relationship is with the other girls, honey. So give us that hot tea.
The hot tea. Okay, so I'll say I get along with everyone. Towards the ending of the show, I will say that I did have kind of like, not an altercation, but kind of like a, not even a falling out, but I did distance myself from one person that I thought I had a connection with.
Why?
Because I just feel like she created this facade that wasn't really her. And after I just was around her personally, I kind of just, you know, after you be around someone for so long, the real them gets exposed.
So that's unfortunate, but LaBrie now has her her business is up and booming with LaBrie Cosmetics. So shouts out to her. And if you're looking for some good cosmetics, I looked it up. I looked up the site, and if I'm not mistaken, it's like I'm not gonna say plant-based or vegan, but I think she was looking for stuff that's not, because on the show she was stating this while she was doing the promotions for, I think she wanted like products that cater more to oily skin, you know, and things of that nature. So LaBrie has that going on, and she's doing very well, and good for her. Now let's get into Ling Ling. Ling Ling was the one that I could relate to be honest with you. She was slim, not gonna say skinny, because us slim people do not like hearing skinny, okay? It's irritating, we eat. Anyways, I digress. But Ling Ling was the more smaller frame model, type-esque stripper, and she was going through a lot on the show. So much so that Life Jennings was on the show and was just helping her out. And she was going through a custody battle in regards to her eldest child, which is her son. And her mother and her was kind of in a battle, but I think she lost custody on the show in regards to that. She basically was homeless. She was going through a lot on the show. And she bumped heads as well with Coach Stormy, you know, in regards to a few things.
Jennings! But live, we're gonna just clear the air. Is the baby yours?
No, I'm from Miami. Shit get real.
She's our coach.
You dick riding one person and then you go back and then you. Yes, you is.
I don't give two fucks about this woman right here.
My tolerance for bullshit and negativity, I don't have to deal with it. And I'm definitely not about to tolerate anyone disrespecting me and wasting my time.
But yeah, she was going through a lot on the show, and it was just courageous of her to share that, because I don't know if I would, I probably would just left off. And they actually showed her trying to go to the producers to tell them that she wanted to leave the show, but they encouraged her to keep going. This is what people want to see, and I'm happy they did, because it was like, wow, she's going through a lot and she's just keeping her head above water. Not recently currently, but on the reunion, she was pregnant, and she was pretty far along in the pregnancy. Well, as an update, I want to say a few days ago, unfortunately though, Sweet Lily posted on her Instagram just to reaching out to her followers to help Ling Ling out, because she had to get an emergency C-section for that baby that she was pregnant with, and it's going through skin cancer. She was going through that on the show, and she was just, you know, like I said, was homeless, and so I don't know if that changed after the show, but Sweet Lily was trying to ask her followers to, you know, help out, send donations, and I'm actually going to place all the information in the description box, as well as his information here. And if, you know, like Sweet Lily said, if it's in your heart to donate, and it's not going to be a scam, it's going straight to help Ling Ling out in this time of need and all these things that she's going through, please get the information and send your donations in. All right, Miss Lena, and to be honest with you, it's not that her storyline misses me, but she was so soft-spoken. I was like, she a stripper, if you will. Her mom was an addict, and you know, she didn't have any family members or anything like that, so she really turned to stripping just to kind of, you know, cope with life and try to you know, take care of herself. You know, she went through a lot, you know, and I think with sexual abuse, she went through just a lot of different things that she went through in regards to having the absence of her mom not being around, because her mom was an addict. And on the reunion, she stated that she had just given birth. I guess if I'm not mistaken, her baby was just a few months old. And so congratulations to you, Lena. And from what I saw, I didn't see her Instagram. I couldn't find her on social media, so I'm not quite sure what's the update on her. I can just go by what her update was on the show, and she had just gave birth to her daughter. So congratulations, Lena. Miss Dime. Now, Miss Dime was the one that had the double life, if you will. She was in corporate America. She was a educator, and then at night she stripped. And then nobody in her family knew about it. So she was coming out on the show in regards to her lifestyle. And her thing on it was that, you know, strippers get a bad, it's a taboo about being a stripper. And so she wanted you to meet her as the person, as a businesswoman first. And then wanted to let you know, yeah, I'm also a stripper by night, you know, and I make my coins, and not every stripper is dumb or, you know, don't have an education. She has 2 degrees, you know, and she's still pursuing, you know, goals and things to that nature, but she just so happens to be a stripper.
So how could a person hide that? Now, your family were in Miami, so they don't watch TV, or they don't watch the show. And with a shape like that, they don't think you're doing something with it.
I mean, when you are college educated and you have jobs, it's like very easy to hide. So I've always had a job. Even though I dance, I've always had a job. So when my family come in town, I'm at work. I go to the club when I want to go to work. It's not like a need for me to go.
And she fell out with Stormy Wellington, come to find out at the reunion special. She just felt that Stormy was, you know, too much for her. So their relationship got severed as well.
I'm Gary with the T, and this is the reunion for the exciting new provocative series, Beyond the Pole. So tell us, how real is the show? Yes, ma'am, the girls want to know.
It's as real as your get.
LaBrie, if I had your ass, I would walk around naked, girl.
I do, all day friends.
Ooh, this bitch says she's a dime.
We cornbread fed around these pieces. You feel me? Don't try me like this.
Life Jennings. For life, you gonna just clear the air. Is the baby yours?
No, I'm from Miami. Shit get real.
She's our coach.
You dick riding one person and then you go back and then you... Yes, you is.
I don't give 2 fucks about this woman right here.
My tolerance for bullshit and negativity, I don't have to deal with it, and I'm definitely not about to tolerate anyone disrespecting me and wasting my time.
Oh, right.
The same shit you was telling me not to do, you're doing now. Yeah, you point a finger at me, you have 3 back at you.
I don't care. I'm not who I am as a multi-millionaire, documented, cash liquid.
I need papers.
I'm not about to prove nothing to you.
But can you Google it? Because you can Google anything.
Can't no female intimidate me or feel threatened by her, period. So let's get that clear.
That's clear.
Okay, we cleared.
And from what I saw, Miss Dime has a product line that she is doing. Here's her product line, and there's more information here, and her site looks good. Looks like she does skincare products, candles, things like that, and scrubs and things to that nature. So congratulations to you, Miss Dime. I don't know if everything is out in regards to her family or what have you, but I think it will be now since the premiere of the show, and that the show came out back in January. I digress. Last but not least, Coach Stormy Wellington. Okay, so Coach Stormy Wellington, I think this whole show was really centered around, not necessarily centered, but evolved around her in the sense of she was supposed to be the glue to everybody because she's no longer a stripper, and she's now, you know, gotten her way to financial freedom, got off the pole, and it has not looked back. She bumped heads with a lot of people because the dynamics of them all, they're all alpha females, and so I think she bumped heads with a lot of people in regards to that, but she just really just was, I really sense she was trying to get them to move beyond the pole and get off of it completely and be free through the business that she done, which is TLC, which is Total Life Changes, and it's teas, it's different products, pills, supplements, and things like that. He is a millionaire, and self-made, and so she was just trying to get them beyond that, and she bumped her heads, like I said, with a few of the ladies that were involved in the show. But she is doing prosperous, is doing well for herself, and she has a love interest that was brought out on the reunion special. I'm gonna do my digging though, but but anyways, if you have not seen the show, look it up. It's on UMC, which is the Urban Movie Channel. We have it on our Roku, and it's good. They have movies and everything on the network, but this particular show, I was like, oh, I'm here for it. And it wasn't what I expected. It was real good. It was nicely produced. And yeah, you know, if they came out with a season 2, I will be in tune. Well, thank you so much. This has been Reviews with Whitney D. And thank you guys for tuning in for my review for Beyond the Pole. And take out the time to look it up. It's our people. And it may not be your cup of tea in regards to it being strippers, but I'm telling you, it's a good, solid, strong approach to the industry, as well as to what's going on beyond. And so it was very informative, and I give it 2-3 thumbs up. It's your time. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Is this something that you will be interested in watching? Are you intrigued? Or is this something that's not your cup of tea? You're like, why are they even talking about this in regards to strippers and things like that? Well, let me know what you think. Is there another show on Urban Movie Channel that you would like for me to do a review on? Let me know in the comments below. And while you're there, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. And also, so you'll be in know when I know, make sure you ring my bell. And lastly, if you like what you see and what you heard, please give me a thumbs up. If you do not, that's okay. I'll take a thumbs down. I just want to know that you are here. Thank you again for tuning in. This has been Reviews with Whitney D, Beyond the Pole Review. Bye.
Well, don't act like you don't want to hear what I got to say. I digress.